Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome back to like the normal style Road to Glory episode over here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. Now, I've sort of been doing the World Cup Road to Glory, done a few episodes of that. You guys have been smashing it over there and I really appreciate it. And I've just wanted to come back over to this side of things because I sort of wanted to change the team up a little bit. And of course, I wanted to win that Tots De Ligt. So that is today's plan. Now, you'll see that Raheem Sterling he's on the chopping block. I'm about to sell him. Now I make a huge loss on that because of the market, but hey, it's how it is. Now that was just like a rip the band-aid off situation because I love this Sterling so very much, but I just wanted to try out something different and maybe make a team where even though it might not have full chemistry going forwards, like the players in there should be awesome enough for me to just get over the fact that some players are on 7 chem or whatever. So I buy Lozano. Yeah, that's right. I buy friggin' Lozano. And then Van Ginkel is another one that I pick up. So I'm going for that triangle of players, the holy trinity of Van Ginkel, Arias, and Lozano, who have all got tots this year. And then this is the team that I want to play the daily knockout tournament with because I've got a 10-game loan on Dele Alli, which I'll never use if I just don't use it. So I'll stick him in there and hopefully we can win 6 out of 10 games, which will be enough for me to then unlock that Tots De Ligt in the daily knockout tournament. And, well, I managed to sell Aurier there and pick up an Arias for 33k, so that was all right. And it's ridiculous, like, the price you can get that triangle of players for. Like, Lozano, 75k, and I think he has been cheaper. Mental, absolutely mental with the market as it is. Now, I've kept Leon Bailey. I nearly like sold him and Sterling. I just couldn't cope with doing that. Like, that's too much to let go. And I know that I've got Wendell and Hummels and Bender all untradeable, so it'd just be silly to like take them out of the squad. So this is how the team will face off in game. Sometimes Bailey will be at cam, Lozano left striker, and then Kane right striker. But then sometimes just shoving all the pace up top, and then Harry Kane with his long shots at cam could work for us. So that's the squad that we're going to be playing in the DKT today. In order to get Tots De Ligt. But in the meantime, I wanted to do an Ultimate Tots pack, just because, hey, I don't like my coins, I might as well blow them on that, right? And I figured I probably wouldn't use Volland anymore, so I've got one Team of the Season player that I can happily submit. I might miss him a little bit, but I went and bought Smolov for like 33k, bought the rest of the players here for like under a k each most of the time, so it wasn't much. It probably cost like 40 to 45k to do the entire thing for me because I already had one of the Tots players, which is really crazy considering like what we could get a 99 Ronaldo, could get a 98 Messi and all of that stuff, and it's just for the fun of it really, for the for the Road to Glory. You know, it gives us a chance to maybe have someone on the bench who doesn't fit the squad, who's a mega player or something. So I go ahead and open it, and we get the Tots players, which are all lovely and amazing. And I get, oh no, Napoli centre-back, Koulibaly. Now, that's about as bad as it could have got, to be honest. Like, him or Naldo, I think people are considering, like, the worst ones. I'd love Naldo, because that would work for my squad. But Koulibaly doesn't work for the team. Yeah, he'll be a monster off the bench, not gonna lie. So I'm fine with that. And I think he's worth more than what I paid for the SBC. But it kind of does suck that we get one of the worst ones. My luck with these hasn't been amazing, considering my main account yesterday, I managed to get a duplicate untradeable Cavani, and that's just the way it's going, really, isn't it? But Koulibaly can sit on the bench. Volland is no longer there, and I've got Rabiot as well. I've got Koulibaly that I can bring on in my games if I want to, and maybe switch the team up. So I had like 1 hour that was free between half 11 and half 12 last night, and I thought I'd play 4 squad battles matches because I knew that I'd be able to get up to like gold 3, where I can earn 12,000 coins or whatever it is, and then a couple of packs. I thought, why not? I had like a spare hour, so I'll do that. It means I get a 10-game loan on De Gea, and that's fine. If I don't know if I'll ever use it, but he's there if I want to. And then we also get the kit for playing up to 15 games so far across Ultimate Team this week. So that's good. I'm going to make that one my away kit instead of the buy-in for now, because it's actually a really nice, cool, like odd style camo is what I would call that. And I think it's different enough because the shorts are black to the blue Tots kit that I'm using, so they don't sort of clash or anything. And then so I finished playing squad battles with like 5 minutes spare, and then my rewards were there. So that's why I did it. I spent 1 hour playing 4 games. I got 12,000 coins and 2 pretty decent tradable packs, which just makes that seem so much more worth it than what you get on the World Cup mode for grinding all the way through to win the World Cup, which I don't know, maybe don't quite agree with like the tiered rewards over there versus over here, but I get that there's a smaller player base and there's a larger player base over here. So I got Schmelzer as someone who actually sells, and then I discarded the rest, and we actually get boards in our second like 15k pack. Colombia right mid, so it's not James Rodriguez, who would actually be in the ultimate top, so I guess it never was going to be him, but it was Juan Cuadrado, who I think sells for just over 1k at the moment, being an 83 rated player. I was a bit shocked, but back in the day you might have got 6,000 coins for a player like that, but it doesn't really matter. I discard the rest, and there's a silver there that I'm trying to sell as well. But the important thing is I got up to like 40k because I wanted to buy this team of the season Zoet or Zoet, the Dutch goalkeeper, who would eventually end up in like my final squad once I've been able to earn De Ligt. So 37k I paid for him. I think he's been a little bit cheaper, but with the guaranteed Tots SBCs, some of the prices have just crept up a little bit, because obviously you need 2 in your squad. So that's what we've gone with. This is how the team's going to look for the games that I play in the DKT today. Boateng coming in and with, you know, Farman and Hummels and stuff, and then that triangle over on the right of Eredivisie PSV players, and then the Spurs duo in Dele Alli and Harry Kane make up the squad. So we're 2 players away from having a full Tots team, and one of them's only a loan, of course, but that's how the squad's going to go. It's probably going to look fairly similar to that in future, but De Ligt will go right centre-back, Boateng will come out, and he'll go left centre-back on 7 chem. I don't care, he'll be fine like that. With Zoet, I'll show you at the end of the episode, but I'll probably play Yaya Toure where Dele Alli's playing, and therefore him and Kane would both be on 7 chem for the future, but again, I don't really mind. So this is the first squad I come up against. Actually, it's the second squad. The very first game I played against was another mega squad, like a full Premier League Tots team, and I went like 2-0 down and didn't look like I was getting back into it, so I pressed the Xbox button and just got into another game, because I don't need to waste my time. I'm going to LA tomorrow. I need to like get my videos done. I don't have time to waste. So my goal is to get into games here that I can actually win. And this first one here, it's actually quite a tough game. I do go 2-0 up at the very start of the second half, but my opponent was doing all right. I would say that I was a better player and my team was outperforming his, but he brought off a couple of those regular players on his bench and brought like team of the season Dybala on, and he scores a kickoff goal instantly after the second goal that I'd scored. So that kind of sucks. In my head I was like, no kickoff goal, no kickoff goal, no kickoff goal, and then he does it friggin' twice to me in like a couple of minutes. So that sucked. He got straight back into the game, and I was pretty confident after being 2-0 up. I was like, okay, we're going to get our first win on the board here. 1 out of 6 for Tots De Ligt. That's going to be delightful. I don't know, people have been saying that on Twitter. I thought I'd use it, but it doesn't quite work when you say the correct pronunciation, does it? But luckily, later on during the match, I come back to get a couple of goals and then just seal the deal there in the 87th minute. I was just playing possession football for the last couple there, but as soon as it opened up for me to take a shot, I was like, all right, I might as well just hit it and it'll probably go in. And actually, he had enough time to run down the other end and score with Heung-min Son. So I get 1 out of 6 wins, and then we move on to another mega squad right here. I imagine a lot of these players are like the ones he's got from his guaranteed packs. And if he has, he's been very lucky with Ramos, Neymar. Like, there's some very, very good players in there. And having 2 baby icons makes me think that he did a lot of guaranteed icon packs as well and got R9 and Vieira. That's also very, very lucky. So this guy has some pretty decent pack luck. But after sticking 2 past him pretty early doors, I managed to make him rage quit. And I move into my 3rd game. And damn, that's one of the best sides I've seen. Red 93 team of the season Firmino looks beautiful. Cristiano Ronaldo and like Hullet Maldini, all of the mega players. So it was a real mega squad. And I go 1-0 up after 15 minutes actually. Kane then makes it 2-0 on the stroke of half time. And I hoped that he would rage quit right there, because that seemed to be the way it worked. I rage quit at 2-0. One of my opponents also rage quit at 2-0. And I figured maybe that would be like that. People don't want want to waste their time here. But there's so many so many attempts that you've got to just win 6 games. If you're losing a game, a lot of people would say, hey, what's the point in staying? I might as well just get into the next one and hope that it's an easier opponent. And I found myself in the final literally a couple of moments later. So I double checked, and you can win it twice. So you can, like, if you are good at the game, you can go into the final and smash your opponent, win the tournament, and then you can go straight back in again. You don't have to wait for 2 days time. But I come up against a fairly strong looking squad, and I just want to say that this guy is an absolute hero, because he did that. He just scores an own goal and then quits. Like, I don't know whether he didn't realise that you can win the tournament twice, and if he knew that, maybe he would play a little bit more. But I guess he wanted to quit the tournament so that he could go and win another 3 games. And fair play, like, thank you very much, lad. I left him a message. I was like, cheers, mate. He literally gives me a free win, and what more can I ask for? So I actually win the daily knockout tournament, get the 2k coins and qualification for the weekend league, which I just will not be playing because I'm not even in the country. But I win it, and that was the easiest win out of the lot. You know, we just didn't even touch the ball. It just went for my opponent. He scores an own goal, and I get my 4th win. And then I go 2-0 up in this game right here, and the guy pauses, and I'm like, oh, yes, please. Do me a favour and just give me a quit. And I was playing this on Monday, like today morning, so I was expecting to come up against a lot of people that either aren't at work, that are diehards at the game, or just, I don't know what I was expected to come up against, but all the like normal casual school kids are at school, so I was figuring it was going to be quite tough. But it's actually been really quite surprisingly alright to play. I know I've got a really good team in that, and obviously that's going to help, and knowing that I've got some mega sweat players like Lozano and Bailey in the team, obviously that is a big help. And I go 2-0 up in this one. This is the final game. All I got to do is win this, and I get myself that 93 rated team of the season player for free, which is probably the best thing that EA has given us all year. I think that's absolutely ridiculous, because even if you are a casual player, wait until a little bit later on in the week and you'll be fine. Like the mega teams might come up every now and again, but the majority of people, if they wanted to win him, would have already won him. And people like me won't be here to, you know, people like pro players like me won't be here to play the game. So you should be okay. Now, you just need 6 wins. You don't need to win the daily knockout tournament or anything. So just throughout the week, if you can grind out 1 or 2 wins every single day, you're going to get there, aren't you? So there we go. Rest of the world encore. We managed to unlock ourselves the 93 rated Dutchman who plays for Ajax. He looks insane. Looks like one of the best centre-backs on the entire game. He actually really does. Like 85 pace, 85 dribbling. I'm probably going to be playing him at defensive midfield rather than like centre-back, because the way I see it, you know, this is actually my end squad. This is my future squad. So Yaya Toure, Hummels and Kane are all on 7 chem. I don't care, it doesn't really matter, they'll still perform brilliantly. These are the in-game stats for De Ligt, like 87 sprint speed, 98 strength, ridiculous defensive stats, really good ball control and dribbling. Agility and balance are relatively low, but I would expect that from a centre-back or CDM, as I think I might play him. And I just genuinely think he looks like an amazing player, especially for the fact that he was free. So the team starts off like this in the 4-3-3-4, but it would eventually change up like this, and I could use a full Tots side in game. So bringing off Bender and Yaya Toure to be replaced by Koulibaly and Rabiot. Koulibaly goes at centre back with Hummels. De Ligt goes CDM, left centre mid for Rabiot, right centre mid for Van Ginkel, Cam for Bailey, and this is that triangle up front. Those are the positions that I found to work best. So Kane actually as a striker, Bailey with his long shots and his ability to run through at Cam, and then Lozano with his 4-star skills and good weak foot over on the left hand side at striker. So there you go, guys. That is the next episode of the Road to Glory complete. We managed to win ourselves Tots De Ligt. If you guys have enjoyed, hit me with a thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Hope you have a lovely day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.